Hey everyone, welcome to the Romans of the Three Kingdoms, Heroes, Rights, and Troubled Times. So now I'm going to run you through the entire gameplay and show you a little bit what this game's about. When you first load the game, you will come to this main menu and you have two options to click New Games or More Info. And so we're going to go to More Info. When you go to More Info, it takes you to this semi-interactive map, and there are three characters. These are the three warlords that each occupied one part of China that eventually made up for the Three Kingdoms time period. So the Three Kingdoms time period goes from 220 AD to 280 AD. It's a short 6-year time span, but so much has happened during that 6 years. And so in my opinion, it was one of the most fascinating time periods in the ancient Chinese history. And that's why I decided to base this game on this time period. And when you click on each of the warlords, it pops up like a short introduction, and you can read about them, learn about history. But now we're going to press escape to go back. Okay, so we're going to press new game and entering Enchanted Forest. So as you can hear the music in the background, right, it sounds like we're in an Enchanted Forest, and it looks like we're in an Enchanted Forest, and that's where we are right now. We're going to start walking. You'll notice that you can only walk on the path, but you can't go into the bushes or walk into the trees. And now we get to this little interaction with our wood elf here. And then we talk and we talk and we learn about how the world we live in is filled with war and hunger, how common people are suffering. And this wood elf is sort of like a fortune teller, right? So our player right now does not know that he will eventually rise to become one of the kings, but the wood elf knows. And he's foreshadowing us how we will rise to become the king. Okay, he told us to find a path that leads to a river, and there a boat awaits. Okay, and then next we see a pond and there's a fish. And then we caught a fish. New item unlocks fish. Stored in your inventory, press 5 to access and K to eat. And you'll notice on the top left, you have our health, your experience, and hunger. And see how our hunger decreases over time. And so that's why you need to eat fish to sort of not let your hunger drop below 0, or else you will lose health. So that's what we're going to do right now. We press K, and then you notice how our hunger level increases back. And we keep on walking. We find the dirt path. And then we also find something else. New item unlocked, rice wine. That's exciting. Stored in your inventory, press 4 to access and K to drink. One sip heals your health by 15 points, but be careful, you might get dizzy and drink too much. So right now, so we have 4 and 5, both of them in our inventory stored. And we eventually find the boat, and it's going to take us out of here. Press Y to continue. And here we are in this battle map, and then there's an enemy roaming around the map, trying to find us and fight us, and we're gonna fight back. So we're gonna go find him. I'm gonna press K to attack. And you notice how like the enemy is pretty fast, and he attacks us, and our health drops below a 32 now. And so then we're gonna drink some wine. We're gonna hide behind the bush and drink some wine to heal back. And when we drink too much, right, so we get dizzy a little bit. There's birds flying. We don't know where to go, and we get stunned. And now we're back. We're free to move. So you're like, sword is all good, but like I want some range attack, right? And then that's where you press 2, and then you pull up the bow thing. And so the bow, you can like attack him from a distance, right? But then you kind of have to anticipate where he goes, because it takes some time for the arrow to hit the enemy. Right, see, he dodges that. And then our health is at 47, our experience is at 30. The one thing I forgot to mention is that every time you kill the enemy, you get more experience. Right, so I'm gonna try to get killed by him. You have been defeated, press R to restart. So good thing about this game is that you can press R when you die, and then you can jump right back into action. So it stores the same progress. It doesn't change. And now our health is back to 100, and our hunger level is dropping. So we're gonna eat some fish. And you can also press 3, and it's gonna pull up an AK, and you can just start shooting at him. And I think it's really fun. So he just can't get near you, you know. And once you kill him 9 times exactly, because he has 9 lives, and once you kill him 9 times, you eventually live. Also, another thing I think I should mention is that you notice how his health bar increases every time he dies, and so he gets stronger. And you defeated all the enemies. Welcome to Chapter 1, Oath of the Peach Garden. So that's the game. And this is sort of like where the main story plot comes in. And unfortunately, that's where our game ends for now.